Don't open that letter unless you're ready to lose yourself, unless you're ready to love someone who was never meant to escape. Please, like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy these stories. It means the world to me. Thank you. Now, shall I tell you how it began? The first letter came wrapped in a torn red ribbon, damp with salt, and inked in a language no one spoke anymore. My name is Elian. I never meant to find the labyrinth, not truly. It found me. I was a scribe, you see, a humble transcriber of royal decrees, copying edicts I barely read, sealed by kings whose names I'd never dare to say aloud. Days were gray parchment, nights, ink-stained fingertips and sore eyes, until that evening. A courier, face hidden by a white linen veil, handed me a scroll, said nothing, only pressed it into my palm with trembling fingers and vanished before I could whisper, "Wait, who are you?" There was no seal, no crest, only one thing scrawled across the back. To the one who can read me. I shouldn't have opened it. I shouldn't have read it. But I did. If your eyes now carry these words, then fate still moves and the labyrinth still breathes. Find me. I am at its end. And I remember you. What? I laughed. Actually, laughed out loud. A prank, surely, or some deranged noblewoman's bored fantasy. But something about the way the ink bled at the corners, the way my fingertips tingled as I traced the A, made my heart stutter. Who was A? And what did she mean? Remember me? The next morning, I burned the letter, or tried to. It wouldn't catch fire. The parchment blackened, curled, but wouldn't burn. And then it whispered through ash. Come. I told myself it was a dream, that sleep had tangled me in fantasy. But 2 nights later, there came another letter, folded into the hollow of my windowsill, wrapped again in red ribbon, only this time tied in a knot I couldn't untie. Inside, a single line. The moonlight knows the path. Walk until the statues weep. What? What kind of riddle was that? I paced, drank, paced more, and by the time dawn cracked the sky into gold, I was already packing a satchel. I didn't know where I was going. Only that I was going. It began in the old olive fields, where the hills whispered of gods and the wind still spoke in riddles. They say the labyrinth was buried long ago beneath Mount Theos, where even the birds forget how to fly. But I followed the moon, walked at night, slept by day. And after 3 suns, I found them. The statues. So many, so still. Stone women with weeping eyes, men with mouths open in silent screams. Some clutched scrolls, some held broken hearts. They bled marble tears, and beneath them, a staircase, spiraling down into shadow. "Are you mad?" a voice inside me asked. "Yes," I whispered back, and I descended. At first, the labyrinth was silence, thick, pressing, like it had a pulse. My torch barely flickered. My heart thudded with each step. But then I heard it, a laugh, light, feminine, echoing off stone like a song long forgotten. I ran, calling, "Hello!" No answer, only a red ribbon tied to a jagged bit of rock. I plucked it, held it to my chest. It was still warm. More letters came, scattered across my journey through the maze. Each one made my hands tremble more. "Elian, you once gave me your name when I had none. Do you remember? We sat by the river. I was crying. You smiled. Even now, I can feel that smile, though I've not seen it in 100 years. I am trapped, but you can still leave. Do not come for me. Please. I couldn't bear to see you turn to stone." Ariadne? It couldn't be. The Ariadne? The daughter of Minos? The girl who gave Theseus the thread? But she was myth, wasn't she? And yet every word in those letters burned with truth. I ran deeper. I found a mirror next, cracked, rusted, but it reflected a girl behind me. I turned, no one there. But in the glass, she stood, pale, dark hair tangled with twine, eyes fathomless and lonely. Ariadne, I breathed. Her image flickered, and then smiled. I knew you'd come. The letters led me through chambers that defied logic, a hall where birds cried like babies, a door that only opened when I sang, a river that whispered my name in 50 different voices, and always more letters. I tried to forget you. I tried to let go, but this place, it remembers everything. Every smile, every kiss, every pain. Alian, you are the only real thing I have left. I wept when I read that one. Sat in the cold, alone, let the torch burn down. Because something in my soul ached like I'd always known her, like I'd lost her once already. Then came the Minotaur. Not a beast, no horns, no fangs, but a man. My face, twisted in rage, eyes hollow, voice like thunder. You are not worthy, it bellowed. I must be, I cried. You are only memory, it roared. And I did not fight him. I embraced him, and he vanished. Beyond him, the air changed. The stone glowed faintly gold. The scent of jasmine curled into my lungs. And there, at the labyrinth's end, she stood, real, alive, Ariadne. Elian, she whispered. I ran to her, fell to my knees, took her hand, her skin warm, mortal, trembling. I thought you were a myth, I choked. I thought you were a dream. We laughed, both of us shaking with wonder, with joy, and she kissed me. I stayed with her. Gods forgive me, I stayed. For a day, a month, a century, time lost meaning in the labyrinth's end. She showed me gardens that grew without sun, stars that hummed lullabies, told me stories of gods and betrayal, and how she waited for someone who once gave her a name when she had none. But one day, she grew pale. Elian, she said, voice tight, you must go. No, she smiled, tear-streaked ew, the labyrinth only gives back those who let go. But what about you? She pressed a final letter into my hands. You've carried my words, now carry me. The last thing I remember was her kiss. Then, light, pain, and waking in the olive fields, alone. The final letter? Still in my hands. Elian, you found me when the world forgot me. You gave me back more than a name. You gave me yourself. Now take my story, share it, and when the stars look down, know that I still whisper your name into the wind. Wait for me. I will find you next time. Ariadne. And so I write, because her story was real, because love is real, even when buried beneath stone and myth. If you're reading this, promise me you'll remember her. And if you ever find a red ribbon on your path, follow it.